Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about Ravelg, places to visit in Bangkok, Travel Guide. So make sure to watch the full video. Under the shadow of the Bangkok skyscrapers, you'll find a heady mix of chaos and refinement, of frenetic markets, snails-paced traffic jams, and hushed golden temples, of dispiriting, zombie-like sex shows, and early morning almsgiving ceremonies. A first-time visitor to Bangkok will be blown away by the sights, sounds, and smells bursting from the city. Return travelers come back to stay in the capital for that very same reason. Rattanakosin. Any Bangkok city guide worth their salt will tell you that the place to start is Rattanakosin, the royal island on the east bank of the Chao Phraya, where the city's most important and extravagant sites are located. They include the Grand Palace and adjoining Royal Temple, Wat Phra Kaeo, the Wang Na, Palace of the Second King, now the National Museum, Wat Pho, which predates the capital's founding, Wat Mahathat, the most important center of Buddhist learning in Southeast Asia, the National Theatre, the National Gallery, and Thammasat and Silpakorn universities, Banglamphu and the Democracy Monument area. Immediately north of Rattanakosin, Banglamphu's most notorious attraction is Thanan Khao San, a tiny sliver of a road built over a canal in 1892, whose multiple guest houses and buzzing, budget-minded nightlife have made it an unmissable way station for travelers through Southeast Asia. There is plenty of cultural interest, too, in a medley of idiosyncratic temples within a few blocks of nearby landmark Democracy Monument, and in the typical Bangkok neighborhoods that connect them, many of which still feel charmingly old-fashioned. Chinatown and Padurat. When the newly crowned Rama I decided to move his capital across to the east bank of the river in 1782, the Chinese community living on the proposed site of his palace was obliged to relocate downriver to the Samping area. 2 centuries on, Chinatown has grown into the country's largest Chinese district, a sprawl of narrow alleyways, temples, and shophouses packed between Charoen Krung, New Road, and the river. Thonburi. For 15 years, between the fall of Ayutthaya in 1767 and the founding of Bangkok in 1782, the West Bank town of Thonburi stood in as the Thai capital. Its time in the spotlight was too brief for the building of the fine monuments and temples, but some of its centuries-old canals, which once transported everyone and everything, have endured. It is these, and the ways of life that depend on them, that constitute Thonburi's main attractions. The most popular way to explore these old neighborhoods is by boat, but joining a bicycle tour of the older neighborhood is also very rewarding. Dusit. The spacious, leafy area known as Dusit has been a royal district since the reign of Rama V, King Chulalongkorn, 1860 to 1910. The first Thai monarch to visit Europe, Rama V returned with radical plans for the modernization of his capital, the fruits of which are most visible in Dusit, notably at Vimamik Palace and Wat Benjamabafit, the so-called Marble Temple. Dusit is also the venue for the spectacular annual Trooping the Color, when hundreds of royal guards demonstrate their allegiance to the king by parading around Royal Plaza. Across from Chitraleda Palace, Dusit Zoo makes a pleasant enough place to take the kids. Downtown Bangkok. Downtown Bangkok is central to the colossal expanse of Bangkok as a whole, but rather peripheral in a sightseer's perception of the city. In this modern high-rise area, you'll find the main shopping centers around Siam Square. Travel further east, you'll find yet more shopping malls around the noisy and glittering Erawan Shrine, where Rama I becomes Thanan Plonchit, an intersection known as Ratchaprasong. It's possible to stroll in peace above the cracked pavements, noise and fumes of Thanan Rama I, by using the elevated walkway that runs beneath the SkyTrain lines. The city outskirts. A handful of places that make pleasant half-day escapes, principally Chatukak Weekend Market, the cultural theme park of Muang Boran, the upstream town of Nonthaburi, and the tranquil artificial island of Koh Krid. Best time to visit Bangkok. The climate of most of Thailand is governed by 3 seasons: rainy, roughly May-Oct, caused by the southwest monsoon, cool, Nav-Feb, and hot, March-May. The cool season is the most clement time to visit Bangkok, although temperatures can still reach a broiling 30 degrees Celsius in the middle of the day. Bear in mind, however, that it's also the busiest season, so forward planning is essential. Where to stay in Bangkok? If your time in Bangkok is limited, you should think carefully about what you want to do in the city before deciding which part of town to stay in. Traffic jams are so appalling here that easy access to SkyTrain, subway, or river transport can be crucial. In this travel guide on where to stay in Bangkok, we explore its various districts, picking out accommodation options that are notable in one way or another, from the best value for money to those with the prettiest views. Where to eat in Bangkok? As you expect, nowhere in Thailand can compete with Bangkok's diversity when it comes to food. It boasts an astonishing 50,000 places to eat, almost one for every 100 citizens. The best gourmet restaurants in the country operate from the downtown districts, proffering wonderful royal, traditional, and regional cuisines that definitely merit a visit. Chinatown naturally rates as the most authentic district for pure Chinese food. Likewise, neighboring Pagrat, the capital's Indian enclave, is best for unadulterated Indian dishes. From the best pad thais to eating insects, here's the lowdown on where to eat in Bangkok. Shopping. Bangkok has a good reputation for shopping, particularly for antiques, gems, contemporary interior design and fashions, where the range and quality are streets ahead of other Thai cities. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.